Now, within the underground, there's been a lot of talk of, clones or biting someone else's swag. Because best believe, just because someone's a clone does not mean their music is bad. You're just not original. Now, I'm not going to put this in any type of order because that would just make this even more controversial than it already is. But for the first artist we have to talk about, I had to put Lifeless Garments in this conversation. Now, hold on. Trust me, I already know. Trust me, I know. If it was not for his allegations, his music career would be in a way better spot right now because, like I said, he genuinely has good music. All the way from his beat selection to his ad-libs, his cadence with his flows. It all just comes together and it makes for some really good music, in my opinion. Obviously, anyone could say this is the Cardi clone. I mean, at this point, who's not cloning Cardi? This argument would have been valid earlier in his career. I would say now he's in a whole different wave. He's in a whole different lane and he's really just making his own type of music. Unfortunately, I will never be able to publicly praise this man because, like I said, the allegations. Cleared, not cleared, to be honest, I don't really know. I don't really care.
What?
I always try to preach separate the artist from their personal life. Easier said than done. Either way, Lifeless, one of the top clones of the underground. And second on this list, someone that's kind of been blowing up recently, Brennan Jones.
Man, I fell down to my knees.
I feel like this is another one that's just gonna catch a lot of hate. Yes, you could argue that he's a Glock 40 clone, obvious. Or he even has the same flows as Dirtball, word for word, bar for bar.
He copied my whole fucking flow.
But in my opinion, this whole narrative of Brennan, it came off of that one snippet called Duval. But he has other songs out. Yeah, he still sounds like Glock. He still, replicates that Atlanta vibe within music. But he still makes decent music, in my opinion. Like, just listen to 𝓑𝓮𝓪𝓽𝓼.
Fucking exclusive bitches, you can find my hoe in magazines.
Oh my, yeah. I only fuck with exclusive bitches. You can find my hoe in magazines. It's too fire, too fire. Right now, niggas is sleep on Brennan. He's getting, I wouldn't say a lot of hate, but his main blow up came from him being compared to, Glock and Dirt. A lot of people are asleep, but they gonna wake up soon. Next, I had to put Lil Shine. Now, I feel like this may get frowned upon, but you have to have an open eye. You have to have an open opinion, open mind. I don't really put Lil Shine here based off the fact of him purely just being a clone, but mainly because he's just putting on for a whole, subgenre pretty much on his back. And in my opinion, he's the one that does it the best, outside of the ones originated it technically or popularized it. I mean, let's be honest, all right? He's definitely a clone, all right? It's a tough conversation to have. On one side, it's like I say he's a clone, but then on the other side, it's like, he's still making his own type of flows. He's not really biting someone's style. But the Plug and Be sound is just so known by its original creators like Can, Summers, Autumn, that pretty much anyone else that even try to hop on the wave, they're just instantly gonna get called a clone. It is what it is. It's not a bad thing. Like I always say, he's still putting on for a whole subgenre, but bro is still a clone, respectfully. Oh, for this next rapper, man, this one hits home for me because this artist is just so energetic and he really reminds me of the original artist, when he's on stage, and that's Bear One Boss. All I can say is if y'all have not seen a Bear show or ever went to a Bear show, the way he is on stage is just amazing. It's really like a breath of fresh air because we never see rappers with as much energy on stage that Bear has. And the reason I do have to put him here is because there is a slight Uzi influence. Like I said, not the end of the world. Who's not at least a little inspired by Uzi and Cardi? But for Bear, I would say it's a little less subtle, with all the eventually, you gotta call a spade for a spade and, call biting when it's biting. Either way, in my opinion, like respectfully, disrespectfully, however you want to take it, Bear is still one of the greatest in this underground space. He's so underappreciated, like it's actually disgusting. Like I've said stories on this channel about times I've went to concerts, a Bear song played, I got hyped, no one else did. It's one of the most like awkward things in the world, to be honest with you.
We do not care. We do not care. We do not care.
But I don't care. Bro is underrated. And unfortunately, I'm thinking that's gonna to change soon, you know, from the recent news of Bear being in the same jail as Cardi. It's insane how niggas be coming up nowadays. Like, it's wild. Because that did get Bear a little bit of buzz too. I mean, hey, game is game. I respect it. And last on this list. All right, I said earlier I wasn't putting them in order, but this one is definitely last. All right, I had to save the worst for last. And this is 𝓑𝓮𝓪𝓽𝓼. All right, now best believe I'm not one of them type of niggas that's just gonna instantly hop on the hate train just because, you know, it's hype to do. I just don't feel like Dom's music is that good. I would say it's more palatable than Destroy, if even that. You know, obviously he has some decent tracks. Are you gonna catch me listening to Dom on a day-to-day basis? Hell no. I feel like Dom is like a part of the group of the lucky ones that were actually able to blow up and then make it stick. I mean, I remember the people that was in this era. You know, you had Hard Rock, who also blew, Southside, Rolling Thrax. You know, we don't hear too much of them now, but in my opinion, Southside, Rolling Thrax, Hard Rock, they were all 5 times better than Dom.
And they be saying that I sound like a couple names, I ain't going for it.
I mean, you heard it. Bro even admitted it himself. Yeah, we all think you sound like Destroy, nigga. If I'm gonna be honest, I feel like the only reason Dom is even up right now, when he was at the peak of his blow up, I mean, his music was palatable. He was rapping on a hype subgenre. And bro also just had the image for it, which, you know, I feel like it's probably one of the most important. When it comes to clones, these are for sure the best ones you're gonna get. All right, it doesn't get no better than this. It just goes downhill from here, my friend. But make sure y'all boys sub up, turn on those notifications so that you see my newest video before everyone else does. And I'm gonna catch y'all niggas in the next video. Gang.
Roll me up a wood, let me get it, G. Broke ass bitch, you ain't never seen 20 bow. Doing donuts in your hood like I work at Crispy. Call me Wheezy, I ain't stopping till I see a milli. I can never treat a bitch, sluts too tricky. Fuck niggas falling off like they tooth wiggly. I'ma call bitch, they know that I get it chilly.